Good afternoon. This is your weekly update for instructional services. Very short update this week. That didn't mean that we weren't meeting on important things. We did a couple training exercises in the middle of our update, trying to operationalize, which I think is the word of the week, operationalize the training that we had with the adaptive leadership models and just kind of looking at where we're going with that. So I'll share with you briefly what we talked about. First, obviously, we always start everything with our two driving questions. Again, how can I best serve your needs as you serve the learning needs of children, and how will I know that I'm meeting your needs and leading learning? So, as we kind of go through this process, this is a little bit backwards, but Jared gave us a great update on instructional services, but not our typical update. We actually worked with Jared and the rest of the directors in the instructional services team. We actually participated in a learning opportunity, an exercise that we were trained in at the CLA opportunity this past week, in which Jared had about 5 minutes, exactly 5 minutes, to share his thoughts around the hybrid school concept and identify issues and challenges. From that, the directors then worked with him in a conversational question and answer period for about 10 minutes. And after about 25 minutes of going through this process, I think we vetted out some key components that need to go forward as we start to explore in greater detail this hybrid school opportunity. And as you all know from listening to these updates, that the cyber school legislation seems to be moving forward very quickly in a much more detailed way. I'm not sure if it's passed as of today or not, but it's in a hybrid committee to look at both the Senate version and the House version. So needless to say, there was some media articles today. If you get my paper Lee, you would have read an article from Dave Murray who kind of indicates where that's going. And so before Jared got a chance to talk, Terry led us in a debriefing about the leadership training, and boy, what a great experience. And I hope that you take up the opportunity I kind of brought forward to you last week to talk to people who were there and get their insight on it. But it really defines some things for us. It helps provide some clarity as to where we're going. Helps us identify the difference between leadership and authority, and helps us understand that change sometimes feels uncomfortable, and why we feel that way. So really great presentation by Terry. We had some great dialogue there wrapped around that. And I'm going to change a couple things based on some feedback that we got. We're trying to break down either real or perceived silos, yet every week I seem to give it to you in a siloed format. What special ed's doing, what teaching and learning is doing, so forth. So what I'm going to try to do is modify the presentation a little bit without losing the depth of what you get. Oftentimes we know exactly what we're doing in our department, but we don't know what's going on elsewhere. But my focus will be to try to share with you key points that we've collaborated together. So in our department updates, I'm going to highlight the updates that require multiple departments to work together. The first update I want to share with you is that members of our school improvement team, primarily Susan, special education staff, and technology have worked collaboratively to support local districts with successful TINET rollout, in even rolling it out through the count day process. So although that window has not closed yet, boy, bravo, they've done a great job there. Teaching and learning and school improvement and technology have operationalized our regional supports. We've had teams out in local districts, but really the involvement in Byron Center is taking off. The next step with that will be, how can we become a supporter with their technology plan as it rolls out? I know there's been conversations there. Teaching and learning has joined forces with HR to help support the initial stages of the coaching cadre, which actually will be on our board meeting agenda this week coming up, to be able to fund the actual coaching cadre to go out and help roll out a support model under the new legislation requiring teacher evaluations for all staff. Teaching and learning is providing a support, and the lead is through Kent Innovation High and KCTC to help develop a STEM pilot so that as we transition to what I believe to be is the next stage in instruction, we'll be able to blend those students that are, create a pipeline for students that are in Kent Innovation High in a very familiar format to be able to head into KCTC in a hybrid type STEM model. All of us are working hard, and in fact I had a great meeting with some staff at Grand Rapids Public Schools, which has resulted in next week Tuesday we will send a pretty good team in numbers, a great team in talent, but not often do we send a team of 4 or 5 staff to Grand Rapids Public in a very meaningful way, and this is a new era in partnership with Kent ISD and Grand Rapids Public. I'm very excited about the opportunity, really focusing on ELA and science in Common Core. So we'll have a team there. I think 4 or 5 staff members will be going next Tuesday. So excellent opportunities for us to be able to provide service and outreach, especially in the theme that we've talked about, those first 2 questions. And special education and teaching and learning continue their work collaboratively together around providing specific PD for special education staff in Common Core. So I just wanted to highlight these areas because these are areas where multiple departments in instructional services and beyond are working together to really move ahead. So calendar review, I know Kathy has sent out a note for March 15th. We'll have an opportunity for instructional services all to get together. I know that she makes some great cheesecake, but she's kind of waffling on whether she's going to do it or not. In fact, I think she told some people she wasn't, but boy, I think if we put some pressure on her, we might get some cheesecake. So great opportunity for us to meet. Again, hopefully as we start to get to know each other better, I talk less and you talk more, and I become a response to your questions, and we could start moving in a way that we all feel comfortable in where we're going. And again, communication is very, very important. We're coming up to some deadlines when it comes to capital outlay, and I know some of that's going to become that's getting rolled back out for you to review what's been approved and so forth. I know that timeline's coming. I know that we're in that budget window. Good news to share. Obviously, the good news for me and what I'm feeling right now is around this TiNet piece. Just great work. Other good news is the Common Core rollout as it relates to what we're doing with the Change Network. We've got some supports from Greg Pratt as an external leader of this rollout. Terry and her team's pulling together sample questions, a sample assessment for both elementary, not both, but including elementary, middle school, and high school. In fact, Kent Innovation High will likely be a partner in that process as we go forward. So, news for the good of the order. Again, if you have any information you want me to share, a shout out, let me know, because I would love to include it in our message. I want you all to have a great day, great week. Look forward to seeing you on March 15th or sooner. Everybody have a good day. Thank you.